Hi guys, my name's Shiels down here at St Anzo Links testing the new Titleist AP1s. These are the new 716 range. I've also got the AP2s, which I'm going to do in another video, the CBs and the MBs. Now, last models, the 714s, were hugely successful. Hugely successful. Major winners, Jordan Spieth used them, Zach Johnson used them. AP1s were fantastic for the higher handicapper. Not many high handicappers ever really used to use Titleist, ever, because it was always seen for better players' clubs. And I think with the AP1 introduction, they kind of managed to bridge that gap for the higher handicapper, set of golf clubs that were easy to hit. So I'm interested to see what the new range does, the 716s. What has changed, just to give you an insight, what has changed is in the 714s, the undercarriage of this club, well, there was almost a connection ridge. There was almost a bridge going across. They've managed to make that now completely hollow. So the ridge underneath is completely hollow backed now. What they've said now is they've used that weight and stripped it all the way down to the bottom of the club to increase launch angle. And then they've been able to strengthen loft because of that. So increasing launch angle will get the ball up in the air. Reducing loft will bring that flight back down, but also get you more distance. So I'll be interested to see how these compare. I will do tests against the 714s in the future, but this is just a bit of an insight of what the 716s do first. I've got it in 6 iron, 8 iron and 4 iron. 6 iron loft is 28, so not stupidly strong, you know, not horrendous. And this is the strongest 6 iron, the AP1s will be the strongest lofts out of all the Titleist ranges. The AP2s, the CBs and the MBs, the AP1s will always have the stronger lofts because they want the higher handicap to help them hit the ball further. Massive big chunky head. Massive big chunky head, but still a very Titleist classic look. You know, they've not gone all singing, all dancing. They've not made it something that it doesn't need to be. They've almost just supercharged the AP2. They've gone AP2. There you go. Let's explode that and make it into an AP1. But it does look really, classic looking as well. Lovely, really shiny chrome. They've got tungsten weight. Apparently about 50% more tungsten weighting in this one, in the AP2s, compared to 714 AP1s, compared to last AP1s, the 714s. So that should help with forgiveness. Let's give this a crack. So I'm expecting this to go a long way. 6 iron, 28 degrees, but a massive big chunky head. That felt so inviting to hit. That really did. I was like, go on, give me a hit. That was nice. I like that. Nice noise, nice sound off the face, good feel. Good flight. I can't actually quite make out the numbers here on the laptop, unfortunately, so I can't see them till when we do the numbers after, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm going to be completely changing the way I test clubs as well in the future, guys. Stay tuned for that. I'm just going through a few ways of making the testing completely bulletproof. Be able to create a method of testing clubs that's not been done before. I'm working with a scientist in New York, so stay tuned. Sorry guys if you can hear a helicopter going past, but stay tuned, that should be coming up soon, and I will be testing all the golf clubs doing that method. So again, very inviting, it looks nice and big. Bullet. That is a nice flight, strong, very strong flight. I think the biggest appeal with these clubs is that it's going to put a set of golf clubs, a set of Titleist golf clubs in a higher handicapper's hands and make them want to be able to hit it, you know, make them enjoy hitting it and make them confident that they can hit a Titleist iron. I think that's exactly what these AP1s do. Oh, that's a bit left. I'm not quite sure what it's going to do different to the 714s. I know they've said there's more weight in the toe, and you know there's a little bit more stronger loft, more central of gravity lower. I don't know if you've already got the 714s. I don't think this is a massive progression up. I think it's a progression up if it's a if you're looking for an easy hitting set of irons. I'll tell you what would be a good little note on this as well. If you're using the 4-iron and 3-iron, you could put that into a set and have the rest AP2s or something a bit more smaller. I think the long irons are going to really almost sell on their own. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's really just comfortable, easy hitting irons, very easy hitting irons. I say I can't see any distances just yet, so I'll pick those up in a bit. 8-iron, 35 degrees of loft, so not silly. A little bit stronger than standard, but not silly strong. Again, nice big chunky head. That tungsten weight has been taken out of this now. I think it stops at 7. It's certainly in the 6 and it's certainly in the 4, but it's not in the 8 anymore. There's no tungsten marking on the 8-iron there. They've still got the hollow undercarriage, so they've managed to strip that weight all the way back down to the bottom. I do like the big forgiveness head here. Oh, that's much higher. Yeah, that's really easy to get up in the air, and that's, you know, that's just straight up in the air, easy to hit. I think that's what they've wanted to try and make, you know, an easy to hit iron set. And why would they not? Big chunky heads, why would they not be easy to hit? Yeah, they feel awesome. They feel very, very good. Okay, so moving into the 4-iron. Now, I think this is where the bridge between this and the new hybrids they've brought out, which I've got ready to test, the H1 and the H2. Stay tuned for that. I'm not sure how much this club's going to be using the average AP1 iron set, the 4-iron. Certainly not a 3-iron. If you're using AP1s, I don't think 3-iron's the way to go. I think getting a hybrid. And I'd certainly think with the 4-iron as well, I think this 4-iron should be used in a set that moves into a AP2. So use the 4-iron out the AP1 into a set of AP2s. I think if you've got AP1s, I don't know if you need to be using a 4-iron. Hybrid or something that's much easier to hit. This is 22 degrees, it's massive, chunky, big head. It looks mega inviting to hit, I must admit, it really does. I could use that all day. Yeah, that was solid. Absolute solid, really good flight. I've got these in X100 shafts, just the dynamic gold X100 shafts. That was a bit awesome. I want to hit it again now. Yeah, great flight. Yeah, big chunky long iron is something that's AP1 is definitely needed in. You know, you want that big chunky 4-iron. If you're feeling brave and want to go in 4-iron, feel free. You know, if longer handicappers, you know, some higher handicappers prefer long irons compared to hybrids maybe, but I mean that is really, really inviting to hit. Big top, thick line. Yeah, I just feel like I can crush that. Right guys, so looking at some averages of distances there, we see the 6-iron, which was 28 degrees of loft, carrying around the 180 mark. Pretty straight, well, very straight actually. All down that line, all good hits, and just really good flights. That was a 6. Moving into the 8-iron, which was 35 degrees of loft. I just hit a couple of those. Both landed at 165 yards, which is long for me for an 8-iron, it is. It's quite a long hit that for me. For an 8-iron, I would normally start to about 160. 4-iron, the bullet that I hit first, 215, I thought it was good and it was. The ones after that only dropped down a little bit, 211 and 208. You know, not much of a drop off considering the good one was that good. The ones after that weren't that far off line either way. All good numbers, all what an AP1 iron should be doing, and kind of all makes sense really. That's how far these clubs should go. So AP1's a new 716 range. They've made adjustments to help them launch higher, therefore make the loft stronger. I'll only know the true test of that once I put it head to head against the 714. So stay tuned to that coming to my channel. I will definitely do that head to head because I think that's an interesting one to do. But I think as a set anyway, as a standalone set, whether they're that much better than last year's, maybe not, maybe so, we'll have to see, only time will tell, is they look really smart. And the technology that they've changed in this all makes sense. Taking the weight out that bottom carriage, sticking it underneath, making the lofts stronger, putting tungsten weight in the long irons for forgiveness, all kind of makes sense. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, do subscribe to my channel by clicking the big link down here below. I'm now going to move into AP2s, then I've got the CBs and the MBs. I've also got the hybrids to test coming very soon. Guys, thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time.